and today we're going to be looking at how to read or sight read rhythm. I'm going to be going through a few simple steps that'll help us sight read very easily. So before we get started with sight reading actual rhythm, we're going to need to look at our note values and look at the types of notes that we know. So we know whole notes. Those last for 4 beats. We also know half notes. Those are 2 beats. We know that a quarter note gets 1 beat. 8th note pairs, those are 2 sounds on 1 beat. And 16th notes are 4 sounds on 1 beat. So what we're going to do is we're going to clap the notes from whole to 16th, from top to bottom, and we're going to say them using counts. We're going to do this once, and then we're going to do it again. Get ready with me. Your hands need to look like mine. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Great job. So now let's do it again. But this time we're going to do it 2 times in a row. That means we're going to go from the whole notes all the way down to 16th notes, back all the way up to the top, and do it all over again without stopping. Get ready. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Great job! So now that we've reviewed our notes, it's time to sight read a rhythm. So the first step is we're going to need to look at the time signature. The time signature is going to be over here. It's going to have a top number and a bottom number. It looks kind of like a fraction. In fact, it is a fraction. The top number is the numerator. The bottom number is the denominator. And the numerator up top tells us how many beats per measure. So we can see that there are 4 beats per measure. The denominator, the bottom number, tells me what kind of note is my steady beat. And this 4 right here means my steady beat is a quarter note. So we have 4 beats per measure. Let's just see if that's correct. If there are 4 beats, then I should be able to count 4 beats in the first measure. Let's see. There's 1 quarter note. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, there are 4 beats per measure. Okay, the second step before I start sight reading this rhythm is I need to see what kind of notes we have here. So first off, I see we have quarter notes. And oh, there's a half note. That gets 2 beats. Oh, and I see some 8th note pairs. Those are 2 sounds on 1 beat. Some more half notes. Oh, a new note here. A whole note. It's not really new, we know this note. And it gets 4 beats. So it's going to get that whole measure. And here we go, something at the very end. This is not a note, but it is very important. This is a rest, and this is a quarter rest. And a quarter rest, we know it takes up 1 beat of silence, or 1 beat of space. So now that I see what kinds of notes I have, I'm ready to start clapping, saying the counts. So I'm going to get my hands up like this, And it's okay if you make a mistake. If you make a mistake, you just keep going, okay? So get ready with me. We're counting up to 4 because we only have 4 beats per measure. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3. Great job. Were you able to do that with me? It's okay if you made a mistake the first time because we're going to do it again. Get your clapping hands ready. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3. Great job. So, if you made any mistakes, you can see which measure you made a mistake on. So, for example, say I made a mistake on this measure right here, measure number 5. Say I made a mistake and I said 1, 2, 3, 4, and I forgot the and. Then I can go back to this measure right here and just practice this one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let me do that again, make sure I've got it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Great, I've got that now. Maybe I should practice putting this measure together with the measure that's before it to make sure that I don't make the same mistake again. So I'm going to come to this measure first, start here, and add in my 5th measure, okay? Let's go to measure 4. Get ready. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hey, I did that without a hitch. Let's do the whole thing one more time. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3. Now, I'm pretty sure that that's right what I just did because I know how to count rhythm, but let's go ahead and check it. There's going to be a tone that plays instead of the claps, but we can check it and count along with the tone and see if we did it correctly. So here we go. Let me press my play button. Good job. Let's practice another one. All right, step number 1. Look at the time signature. Well, I have 4, 4. So I know I have 4 beats per measure. And the quarter note is my steady beat. Okay, step number 2. What kind of notes do I have? Well, let's see, I've got quarter notes. That's 1 beat each. I've got a whole note. That gets 4 beats. 8th note pair here. That's 2 sounds on 1 beat. A half note, 2 beats. Oh, and here we go, a quarter rest. That is one space of silence. Gets one space of silence. Let's see, anything else? Okay, I got another quarter rest here. Some more eighth notes, quarter rest, and we end on a half note. Okay, so I know what type of notes there are. Now I can get ready to clap and say the counts. Remember, if I make a mistake, I just keep going because I can go back and fix it. All right, get your hands ready. 1, 2, here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. 1, 3, 1, 2, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 2, 3. Okay. Okay, I know I made a mistake here on my third measure. I knew it, but I kept going anyway. I said 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's not what I should have said. I should have said 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I gotta fix that mistake. So let me practice it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let me put it back with the measure before to make sure that when I clap it, when I put it into the whole thing, that I have no hiccups between this measure and this measure. Okay, so I'm going to start with measure 2. 1, 2, here I go. 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hey, I fixed my mistake. All right, so now I can go back and do the whole thing all over again. Let's do it. Get ready. Hands up. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 3, 1, 2, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 2, 3. Okay, let's see if I did that correctly. I'm going to go ahead and press play here and check that I clapped it and it was correct. Here we go. It's your turn to do one by yourself. So I'm going to set my timer here. Let's give you 2 minutes to do this. Well, let's go back, Miss Stone. Here we go. 1, 2. Let's give you 2 minutes to do this. When my timer rings, I'm going to press the play button so you can check yourself. Okay. Remember, start with your time signature, your type of notes, clap and say the counts, fix any mistakes, and then put it all together again. And that is time. If you still need extra time, pause the video right now because I'm about to give away the answer, and I don't want you to see the answer until you finished all the steps. So if you're not finished, pause the video and wait till you're finished with all of the steps. If you are finished, here we go. We're gonna check your answer. Here we go. One and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1. If you didn't get that correct, try it again. So go back and rewind and do it again. You got this. I believe in you. You're amazing. And I'll see you next time when we come back for another sight reading challenge.